Is that where Brewers Blues come from? Welcome everyone to the Ecmlivestock Market Report for today, the
21st
of
June
2017. Good to see they're all up to date in a beautiful sort of a spring day here in wintry Mossvale. 1,320 cattle yard a day and probably a mixed quality yarding overall. We'll kick off straight away with the number one. How are the bulls?
with a yarding of 21 bulls overall. The price was, I reckon on last week was probably back about 20 cents a kilo on the average, because of $2.40 up to $3 on heavy bulls.
Good work, Jeffrey. There again this time, so it's a little bit cheaper, fair enough too. Okay, now the cows do.
Yeah, Paddy, quite a large yarding of cattle here, cows here today. Was a little bit softer, however, probably 6 to 8 cents off across all categories. Still, your best of your cows topped out at 234, but most of those sort of mid-range cows were sort of making that 215 to about a top of 228. Lighter cows, not a big change in them, however. They were sort of making that $1.70 to $1.95. Heavy export steers, not a lot here to quote, but they basically made sort of that $2.78 to a top of $2.90. Heavy export heifers, a little bit behind them, about 20 cents off that. They topped out $2.75. How's trade?
Yeah, look, actually the lead of the trade was actually stronger. We saw the best of Vealers weighing up to 380 or 90 kilos, making $3.83 and 4, which was really strong. Bit of a clash of the Titans there in the lead of the trade, and the local guys sticking underneath there. That dog going to bite too. And but we certainly saw the secondary trade. Heifers were probably 10 or 15 cents easier, with most of the sort of restocker end feeder heifers making $3.05 through to $3.32, which was probably 8 or 10 cents cheaper. Restocker steers were still very, very strong. You needed $3.60 to $3.85 for the 250 to 300 kilo steers, and you needed $4.30 up to $4.30 for the under 250 kilo steers. So it was very, very strong. Coloured cattle there again this time wasn't as strong. Thanks, Michael. Wasn't as strong. We saw sort of $3.30 and $3.55. A few extra players were in the restocker steers, which probably kept it holding up pretty well. Feeder steers were probably on par or 8 to 10 cents cheaper. $3.15 to $3.50 for your feeders, just depending on weight and age. Other than that, it was pretty strong all the way through. Still very strong, but it is cheaper, as in line with everywhere else. Other than that, we're first sale next week. First sale bin, all good. Yep. Other than that, first sale, we'll see you next week. We've included, we'll attach to the market report the how to do your BJD score of 6, how to achieve that, and the actual form to do so. Other than that, all good. We'll see you next week. First sale. See you next week. Good main and Duke here, they're making 234. Other cows there making 223 and 225. Good yard of cows at $2.20. 223 for their bigger sisters and 225.2 for the